Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. On the run, it's Haynes. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with these defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
As a quarterback, you see a one-on-one matchup, but you want to get the ball out to your receiver. Hope he can shake that tackle and get upfield for some good yards. But man, this corner made a great play after that reception.
Gets some space around the 30. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Rebels lining up here on 1st and 10. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
It's a toss play to the right. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to pass, it's Howard. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
7th play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Eludes the rush. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
That's a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Buying time now, rolling to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels. Kicking team on now for the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Makes a quick catch. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Loveland. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
1st and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. Tight end goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. The Wolverines will line up here on 1st down and goal. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. After the big loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and goal, backed up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan. And now here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Now they get set to kick it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Finding space at the 20. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Howard. The pass rush closing in. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the freshman making an impact play there.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. With the return, it's Morgan. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. First down, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quick pass, the catch is made. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. He's at the 50. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
How about this, Chris? Man-to-man coverage with help over the top with the free safety. You become much more confident knowing that you have help behind you. They kind of trail the receiver here, knowing that somebody over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what they did. The safety was in position, and he makes the interception.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Howard. Pressure is coming. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The sack on first down. It's second down. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Throws to the tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. They're going to run it here. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He has first down yardage at the 46.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the Wolverines getting set on first and 10. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on first and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second and inches.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
This is the 6th play on the drive. On third down, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to begin the second half. Now he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Wolverines. It was a foot race, and he won it. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, that one's picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Only a small gain, but now looking at...
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. A sack in the play, could not escape the pass rush.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Quarterback looking to scramble. Finds room at the 30. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead...
Oh, the pass is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the runner takes off to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
1st and goal, handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
Now they run the football here. I thought he might have enough room to be able to extend to get across that 1st down mark, but he's going to be a couple yards short. Good job by the defense at having awareness of space there and knew exactly what they needed to do to bring him down.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Now, he did not make the 1st down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
And the running back takes the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shadow of their goal line, looking to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. Finding space at the 20. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. They don't seem comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
And what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They stop him, but it's a first down. And the Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
And this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Bringing pressure. Looking to scramble now. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Here's the second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's White. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. The Rebels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's White. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And the Rebels hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Flying for the touchdown on the right side. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. It's a turnover.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last time they had it going, but got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
Scanning the field, it's Orji. Makes the catch. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback, being able to throw the football with the lead in the 4th quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
Catch made on the out route. Powering through the defender. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Looking to throw again. He lets it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, Wolverines. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Might have to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Coach makes the decision to go for a two-point conversion. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. Michigan offense back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Michigan. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he fields it inside the 15. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab near the sticks. It's Lee. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch in this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30. And looking to throw now on first down. Hit as he released it. And the ball is picked off. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Escapes the sack. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They make the stop, but a big gain puts him in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And looking for a big play here. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this one is getting ugly.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship